Okay, we're going to take the whole idea of proportions just a step further as far as the algebra is concerned. So we need to be able to do problems like this. If we have our triangles, or remember any shape that will work, and maybe we do something like this. We put x minus 4 right here, and over here on this other one we're going to put a 5, and then maybe a 2x plus 8 here, and 3 over here. And remember, the numbers don't always look like the pictures. So if we set up our proportion, we'll have something like x minus 4 over 5 equals 2x plus 8 over 3. And so we cross multiply, and we end up with a 3 parentheses x minus 4. Pretty important that you get these parentheses in here, because otherwise you may not end up distributing. Equals 5 2x plus 8. So we need to distribute, and when we do, we end up with 3x minus 12 equals 10x plus 40. And so I'm going to move the x's over here, and I'm going to move that number over here. So we're going to end up with a negative 52 equals 7x. Divide by 7, divide by 7, and we end up with x equals a negative 7 3/7. And that's it. So it just gets a little bit, it's still a little bit more complicated. It's still the exact same steps and such, but we just have to make sure we understand about the distributing process here. All right. So the next thing that we're going to talk about is, let's say we have two shapes, and again we'll do some triangle stuff here. We have two shapes, and we're not being told that they're similar, and instead we just know that they have certain sides. So we'll say this is a 3, and this is a 4, and this is a 7. And over here we have a 6, and 8, and a 14. So the whole idea here is to say, are these similar? And if they are, then they're going to end up with the same. Well, we'll take this two steps here. First, let's go ahead and set up some fractions. So we've got 3 over 6 equals 4 over 8. And we're just going to cross multiply. And we get 24 equals 24. So that means that those work, that those sides, the 3 and the 6 side, and the 4 and the 8 side, those are similar sides. Now we just got to make sure that the last one is, and we can use 3 over 6 again if we want. So we can go 3 over 6 equals 7 over 14. And so we're just going to, again, cross multiply. So we're going to end up with a 42 equals 42. Check, check. And so now we've been able to show that all the sides are proportional to each other. That leads us to one of the last parts of this, and that's the scale factor. Once we know that something is proportional, we can just take two corresponding sides. So I can take these two sides right here, and I can make a fraction out of it, and then reduce. So the scale factor between these two, if we're going this way, then we'd put this one on top and it'd be 6 over 3, which would be 2. And if we're going this way, then we put this one on top, which is 3 over 6, which is 1/2. So the scale factor there, it depends on kind of what direction we're going. Even though we can actually use one scale factor all the time and either divide or multiply by it, and that works out the same way too. So we need to be able to find a scale factor, and when we do, we're going to know which direction we're going. So if we say, all right, we're taking this one over here on the left and we're scaling it to the one on the right. If so, then that means that we've got this bottom arrow, so that means that we're going times 2 with each one of the numbers. And in some cases it's very, very easy just to look at them. In other cases you might have to actually write out the fraction and reduce it. Other than that, it's fairly easy. All right, we will see you in class.